Reinvention sounds exciting, but the idea and process of actually doing it can be pretty daunting for most people. It takes a lot of work to change who you are as a person, how you perceive yourself, and how others might perceive you. This last one doesn't really hold much weight. To reinvent yourself as a true Sigma and to reap the benefits that come with it, you have to build confidence by working on your self-esteem, along with learning how to appreciate and love yourself. In this video, we're going to give you some advice on what you can do to reinvent yourself into a Sigma male, including some do's and don'ts for the journey into Sigmahood. Number 19. Make the decision to change. The phrase or idea of positive mind, positive vibes has become so ingrained into modern culture that it's become somewhat of a cliche statement, and therefore has pretty much lost its original impact.
Cliche.
But the interesting thing about cliches is that they are repeated so frequently for good reason. They usually carry honest and truthful messages. Applying this philosophy of positive mind, positive vibes to reinvent yourself as a Sigma, the changes that you have to make must first come from your mind. That change starts with your ability to recognize and acknowledge negative patterns of thinking and making an effort to implement healthier ones. The first step towards your transformation is first deciding that you truly want to change. Why? And be ready to follow through with your decision. Think Sigma mind, Sigma vibes. To become a Sigma, you must learn to think like one. Number 18. Accept yourself. Deciding to change and reinvent yourself is one thing, but the first real step towards a genuine change is to accept yourself. And to accept yourself, including accepting all of your flaws, your virtues, and learning how to appreciate yourself for who you are now and who you want to become. To accept yourself requires being honest, and on the path to reinventing yourself as a Sigma, this first step is the most difficult, as while honesty in general may not be a problem for you, well, it's hard to stay completely objective when you're being honest about yourself. Take some time to analyze everything about yourself and write it all down. Your needs, your goals, achievements, dreams, things that you're proud of about yourself, and also the things that you're not so proud of. This will give you an objective and clear insight into the things you are happy with in your life and the things you want to change, as well as new traditions and traits that you want to implement going forward. Number 17. Love yourself.
Well, you need to love yourself before you can be your best self.
The thing about the Sigma is that he truly loves himself, not in an arrogant way. He just appreciates himself for who he is and puts his own well-being over the needs of others. Some people may perceive this as selfishness, but this is in fact selflessness to the self. The Sigma doesn't compare himself to others, and although it's something many of us do, it's incredibly damaging. It increases self-loathing and creates unrealistic expectations. To reinvent yourself as a Sigma, you have to want to be yourself, not to be like others. You need to work on your own goals and needs regardless of the success or failures of others. And on that note, you shouldn't care about other people's opinions.
I don't care what you think.
Well, I don't care what you think.
I don't care what you think.
Number 16. Please yourself. A Sigma couldn't care less about the restraints and expectations of society or what other people think of him. And while you can acknowledge and accept the opinion of people you care about and who are close to you, you can't make everyone happy. So there's no point in trying to consider everyone's opinion. There will always be someone who doesn't approve of the way you live your life.
Well, I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
So don't try to please everyone. Just focus on pleasing yourself and working towards the person you want to be. Like the Sigma, consider only what's best for you over the expectations other people may have of you. Number 15. Take care of yourself. Truly loving yourself also means to take care of your health. The Sigma prioritizes his physical and mental health, and so should you. But it's not all about looks, and you are at risk of setting unrealistic expectations of yourself and hurting your self-esteem if you try to pursue the traditional standard of beauty. However, when it comes to your health and how you feel about yourself, looks do matter, as how we look on the outside often reflects how we feel on the inside. and other people pick up on this message. So it's important to eat healthy, regularly exercise, and generally take care of your body to feel great on the inside and out, remembering that the way you look doesn't affect your inner value. Number 14. Cleanse yourself of toxicity. We're not talking literally, but figuratively. To reinvent yourself like the Sigma, you must cleanse the energy around you, meaning to get rid of any toxic energy in your life. The Sigma is fiercely independent and doesn't like to be around people who don't get him or try to control him. Like the Sigma, try to distance yourself from people who bring you down or affect you in other negative ways.
Right,
Please don't
baby.
call me.
Don't call me again, okay?
Please don't call me again.
Also, identify toxicity that comes from your own mind. Negative thoughts are of no help in our personal growth and development, and this toxicity will only end up preventing you from appreciating and loving yourself. Number 13. Trust in yourself. When building this self-love, doubt is a major obstacle. How can we trust ourselves to make decisions if we are constantly wallowing in self-doubt? You will only prevent yourself from making progress, and you will likely end up missing out on opportunities by doing so. The Sigma knows who he is and what he's capable of. He knows his full potential and isn't afraid to be upfront about it. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes, but the difference is learning from the past instead of regretting it and having faith that the next time you can do things better. Number 12. Be bold, be brave. To be a Sigma, you mustn't be afraid to be bold. You must be brave. The Sigma isn't afraid of speaking his mind or being himself in public. So don't be afraid to speak up and express yourself, or make the first move in approaching people. Remember that your words matter just like everyone else's, and your opinions are valid. So practice your boldness. Some people will be in awe of your ability to do this. And as for others, well, they may not like it so much. But remember, you can't be liked by everyone. And in fact, if you encounter people who don't appreciate your boldness and bravery, then this is just a sign that you are heading in the right direction. Number 11. Change your mindset. In the process of becoming a Sigma who knows what he wants and how to get it, changing your mindset is crucial. To embrace the new Sigma, you need a mindset overhaul. You can do this in several ways. By practicing meditation, you can slow down your thoughts and explore your mind, helping you to concentrate, focus, relax, and relieve any stress you might be dealing with.
Just continue your meditation.
Number 10. Improve yourself. To reinvent yourself successfully, you must also work on your self-development. Part of being a Sigma is seeing every day as a new opportunity to explore all possibilities and take steps to becoming the best version of yourself. Finding time to work on yourself is imperative to becoming a Sigma. So whether it's learning a new skill, a language, or taking time alone to introspect and meditate, you should always make time for yourself on a regular basis. If you commit to working on your goals every day, then slowly but surely you'll get closer to becoming a Sigma.
That's the discipline.
Sigmas know exactly how to use their skill of being self-aware to their advantage when it comes to self-improvement. To reinvent yourself as a Sigma, this must become your number one priority, because you must be your number one priority. Every change starts with a small step, and thousands of small steps are what makes a journey. Number 9. List your goals and make a plan. To recreate yourself as a Sigma, you should make a plan that has a clear outlook on what you want to achieve in life. Then break these main goals down into smaller goals, which will give you daily satisfaction and help motivate you to keep going. You should have 2 lists, one of life goals and the other being goals related to your transformation. Write down all the new Sigma traits you want to adopt, so you can work out how to get there with smaller goals that you can complete every day. For example, if your Sigma goal is to be brave, then you can work towards this by practicing speaking your mind, making the first move, and taking initiative every day. You can add as many goals as you need, but it's important not to put pressure on yourself, as this can be detrimental to your progress by stressing you out and making you give up. The key is consistency. but carry out your tasks under your own terms that allow you to feel comfortable doing so.
Relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency.
Just be consistent in showing up for yourself, and eventually you can achieve the Sigma mindset. Number 8. Spend time alone. In the life of a Sigma male, solitude is of great importance. So in order to change your mindset to align with the ways and the lifestyle of the Sigma, you must spend quality time with yourself. It's not about isolating yourself against your will, but rather learning to enjoy your own company.
I need to be alone.
Regardless as to whether you're working on self-development or simply chilling out and not doing a whole lot, spending quality time alone allows you to know yourself better, which is crucial on your journey to reinventing yourself as a Sigma. Number 7. Create your own rules. Whereas alpha males tend to be the ones in the hierarchy to create rules for others to follow, depending on external validation for happiness and always competing for attention, Sigmas create their own rules outside of the hierarchy, without imposing them on anyone else. The Sigma has his own rules to follow, which usually defy conventional expectations, and it really doesn't matter if others agree or not. To become a Sigma, you need to take risks, believe in yourself, and from time to time, take a leap of faith to change whatever you want in life. It could be moving abroad, changing career, the people around you, anything. But this is how you create your own rules and set your own standards to live by. If you know what's best for you in your life, then nothing should sway you from your path, especially not what other people have to say about it. Number 6. Speak your mind with few words. The Sigma may be a man of few words, but he knows exactly how to speak his mind. This is part of the allure of the Sigma, that he's able to convey a clear message and express his opinions without trying too hard to garner people's interest or trying to convince them. Part of the Sigma's strength lies in his ability to say a lot with few words, without the need for others to accept his opinions and beliefs. Don't feel the need to explain or justify yourself. Just speak your mind and share your ideas in a casual way, without feeling like you have to convince anybody else. Recognize and respect that not everyone will agree with you. And besides, it would be pretty boring if everyone had the same point of view. Number 5. Continue to learn. You can't grow if you don't learn. Sigmas are always ready to learn more, gain new experiences, consider new perspectives, and they love to succeed and achieve goals. Make an effort to learn more about the things that interest you. Explore new interests and keep an open mind while doing so. Sigmas need more personal space to pursue their dreams and to feel fulfilled, so this need should be placed above everything else. To bloom like a Sigma, you need to dedicate yourself to a lifelong journey of learning and discovery. Get curious about the things that interest you and become an expert. Number 4. Be present. The Sigma has an incredible talent for living in the moment, allowing him to fully experience every situation and emotion. This ability is very important to the Sigma, as this mindfulness allows him to learn even more and satisfy his curious nature. Being present and living in the moment is great for reducing stress, as well as anxieties over the future. To be more present like the Sigma, you should be more aware of your surroundings. Avoid multitasking and focus on just one thing at a time. Practice gratitude, meditate, accept things for how they are right now, and be mindful of everything you do. You can also practice deep breathing exercises to ground yourself in the present. Number 3. Don't adapt to the expectations of others. We know that the Sigma doesn't conform to the rules set by others or set by society. Remember, you don't need to comply with everything if you don't want to. Unlike other people, Sigmas have the ability to empathize with others and accept that we all have differences. They acknowledge and appreciate different opinions. While others may not understand the expectations you have for yourself, this should have no relevance to you, and you should focus on your goals without feeling pressured to adapt to the standards of anyone else. Number 2. Don't feel pressured to blend in. On the note of feeling pressured to adapt to expectations, by the same token, you shouldn't feel pressured to blend in. Many people feel this pressure to fit in or blend in, but these two things are not technically the same. The Sigma male can quite easily fit into almost any social group or situation due to his adaptability, his broad interests, and his enigmatic personality, which makes him very attractive to most people. So fitting in effortlessly isn't usually an issue. Fitting in is an important social skill, as by doing so you can communicate effectively and more easily make friends. But blending in requires you to essentially give up your identity for the sake of being accepted. To be Sigma, this is something you should never do. You should always choose solitude over forsaking your originality, just to be accepted by people who, quite frankly, clearly don't deserve your true self. We've almost reached number 1 on this list of ways to reinvent yourself like a Sigma. If you're enjoying it so far, please consider liking and sharing the video to help our channel grow, and to let us know what content you want to see more of. Finally, onto number 1. Don't fear the change. Yes, changing yourself, even for the better, is a long and challenging process. But Sigmas don't fear this change. They embrace it and make the most of it. Everything changes. Life is in a constant state of transition, including ourselves. Change is one of the things in life that is certain, and for the Sigma, changes are exciting, as he easily welcomes the chance for transformation and self-improvement. So don't be afraid of the transition. Embrace it and embrace the new you. Thanks for watching today's video. We hope that you've got something out of it if you're interested in reinventing yourself as a Sigma. Let us know your thoughts about reinvention in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in a future video.